Hello, everyone, and welcome to Empowered Conversations, where today I am solo talking all about myself. As everyone, well, most of you may know, hopefully most of you know, and maybe some don't, I am one of the speakers at the upcoming Ultimate Quantum Retreat that's taking place out in Tucson, Arizona, the weekend of May 13th through the 15th. And guys, this is going to be an incredible event and experience. There are 12 other speakers joining me from all different walks of life, all about up-leveling and increasing the vibration and just intensity of joy and peace and abundance in the world, because we need it. So, like the big silly honkin' goob that I am, usually I read my guest's bio. So I'm going to read my bio. Who is Stephanie McPherson, aka SteFunny? First off, I'll tell you the story of where SteFunny comes from. One of my best friends on the whole planet, like a sister to me, sister from another Mr. Laura Rasmussen. Her and I have known each other for almost 30 years. And this happened in 1997, I believe. We were all hanging out, a whole bunch of us. What's up, John Corbellini? We were all hanging out, and I've always been funny. I've always been silly. And she just looks at me one day and she's like, you know what, Stephanie? Your name isn't Stephanie. It's SteFunny, because you're so funny. So SteFunny comes from my best friend, Laura. One of my best friends. I got lots of best friends. Anyway, so I have a bachelor's in biology. I am a certified Institute for Integrative Nutrition health coach, and I am a behaviors and motivators high performance life coach. I am the creator and host of this podcast, Empowered Conversations, where I have amazing conversations with extraordinary people who are out in the world doing beautiful things in service to others and all around living their best freaking intentional on purpose lives. So, and I host the cooking show that I started 6 years ago in my kitchen called DeFaRekinLicious. And I just became a published author of cookbook, all based on my cooking show. DeFaRekinLicious, healthy is delicious. Yum, yum, yum. You got to pick it up. It's on Amazon, guys. DeFaRekinLicious. So, it was upon realizing in my early 20s that the typical young person way of eating, which was filled with sugar and processed foods, was causing undesirable consequences, that I started this journey to transforming my body and health through educating myself on proper nutrition and exercise. Around that same time, I was questioning as well what my true purpose was. I was unfulfilled. I just wasn't sure. I had started majors in college and I'm like, oh, maybe that's not me. Maybe that's not for me. Maybe that's not for me. That is when I picked up the book, The Empowered Mind. Guys, this book changed my life. Through completing the plethora of exercises in that book, I discovered who I was, what I wanted out of life, and I realized also that I possess such a real huge passion for wanting to inspire others to be healthy and happy and truly thrive in life. We're meant to thrive, not just survive. Okay, whoop, whoop, whoop. A few years later, upon graduating with my bachelor's in biology, I endured a 13-year, very successful career in outside sales, starting with business to business and then moving into medical device. Specifically, I was in the cardiothoracic operating room selling surgical equipment. I love being in the OR. I could eat and watch surgery. I'm fascinated by it. though suffering a few pull out the rug from under me situations and disappointments throughout my sales career, I finally decided to pursue my real passion. So I became certified as a health coach and soon thereafter certified as a life and mindset coach. I do still represent a few medical products in the cardiothoracic operating room as well as some other areas, but my main focus is my coaching, my cooking, and my cookbook. And hold on, y'all, I lost my place. I'm such a goob. So, anyway, oh, and the podcast, Empowered Conversations. Thank you all for joining me. For over 26 years, y'all, I have been committed to the practice of my own self-exploration and personal growth. It is a lifelong journey and one I will be on until I'm 1 foot on a banana peel, one in the grave. Well, I'll be cremated. So, I keep losing my place. Yeah, so through this commitment to myself, I have endured numerous hours of coaching myself through transformative programs such as the Legacy Center, the Gratitude Center, and as well, I'm constantly honing in on my own personal life and mindset skills through modalities such as Access Consciousness, the Silva Method, brainwave entrainment, meditation, EFT, emotional freedom technique, as well as the subconscious reprogramming of my own limiting beliefs. Coaches also need coaching, y'all. It is a lifelong journey for me where can I bring more of me to this world? Where can I bring more of my authenticity? Where all is it possible for me to make a greater and even more positive and powerful impact out in the world? My passion is to empower and inspire you to be the best and highest version of yourself possible through the commitment to yourself. Commitment to yourself and your life. I believe in living life with intention and on purpose. So, guys, whoop, drum roll, please. Woo! Welcome me. Oh my God. John Corbellini, what's up? Steph Mahoney, hey girl, how you doing? Two of our other fantastic, phenomenal coaches attending the Ultimate Quantum Retreat and going to be speaking and empowering you from all different ways, all different realms of existence. So guys, it's funny. I want to talk about the empowered mind first because, I'm there specifically to talk about health and wellness and nutrition. I'm actually going to be doing a demonstration, a cooking demonstration. It might not be something I'm actually cooking per se, but definitely preparing a dish, one of my DeFaRekinLicious dishes from my cookbook for the audience and, of course, all of the fellow coaches in attendance. But, with healthy nutrition, health and wellness, and making that choice to fuel your body, what you're choosing to fuel your body with is more than just knowing what to fuel your body with. Everyone on the planet knows, well, maybe not every single person on the planet, but you would think most people know that fast food, processed food, stuff that junk, just throwing something, in the microwave isn't the perfect way in which to nourish your body. Okay. But just knowing that means nothing. Okay. I like to use the stop sign analogy. I even wrote a blog post that's on my website, DeFaRekinLicious.com, called The Stop Sign. And the concept behind the stop sign is everyone knows that when you reach a stop sign, it means to stop. Okay, great. But if you run the stop sign, just knowing it meant to stop means absolutely nothing. So, what is the mindset behind the choice to either stop at the stop sign or run right through it? It's the same when it comes to any and all choices in our life. One, in fueling and how we nourish our body. We know it's better to eat kale. We know we're going to get more nourishment. We know we're going to feel better if we choose to fuel our body with healthier choices, fruits and vegetables, lean meats, and just being intentional with cooking most of our own meals. But why is it that we make these excuses to run through the drive-through? to just, oh, I don't have time. I don't have the energy. Guys, it is a mindset, and it's a mindset of tying your mind to your heart. What's most important? Your health, your wellness. Think of what more you can do. The more you do, the more you can do. Think of how much more you can be, what you're showing and how you're showing up in the world to your children. When you make healthier choices, when you're consciously making the choice, I'm worth it. I love myself. I'm worthy of taking the extra time and the extra effort to be healthy. Because, a lot of people say, oh, well, Stephanie, healthier food's expensive. Another excuse. You can either make an excuse or you can find a way to have what is better. Healthier food is expensive. Well, this is what, again, another mindset shift, a mindset trick. You can either invest in nourishing, healthy food, or you can pay for the consequences that sometimes arise from not investing in yourself. So when you are think about it. Oh, I don't have time. I'm exhausted. I just want to run through the drive-through. Now, every blue moon, I run through the drive-through because I have a hankering for a small cheeseburger and a small fry. But that's something that I just want that. I'm not saying never do it. I'm saying don't rely on it to nourish your body. 90% or more of the time, make that choice to fuel your body healthfully. Make the time. What I do every day when I get up, yeah, it's work, but it's work that I'm addicted to. I'm brainwashed by. We're all hypnotized and brainwashed by the way in which we carry out our every single day. It's like Marco said on our community empowerment hour. We're always creating. You can never not be creating your reality. You can never not be creating your life. What do you want? More importantly, why? I was speaking with a couple people a few weeks ago on a podcast that I was there to talk about health and wellness. And one of the gentlemen that was interviewing me, he wants to get off of his diabetes medications. He's about 70 to 80 pounds overweight. He has no energy. And he's like, I was like, why do you want to make healthier choices? Why do you want to be healthier? He said, well, I want to get off my diabetes medication. I said, well, if that's enabling you to live, why do you want to get off your diabetes medication? He goes, because it makes me feel bad. My stomach gets upset when I'm taking the whatever diabetes medication he was on. I want to have more energy to to play with my grandchildren. I want to lose this weight. I want to look better. I want to feel better. Guys, you can, but you have to tie what you want. You have to really come up with the why. In my coaching practice, I'm often asking, so my clients, yeah, obviously they want to, some of them want to lose weight, not all of them. Some of them are already on that journey to health and wellness, and they're looking for more, mindset and life tips. But though it's like, so one of my clients, she wanted to lose 35 pounds. And I'm like, okay, well, why do you want to lose 35 pounds? She goes, well, I can fit into my skinny jeans, and my husband loves my skinny jeans. So it's not about losing 35 pounds. It's about what losing that 35 pounds brings to her life, how it enriches her life, how it strengthens this bond, this sexuality, this passion with her husband. That's what she wants. Yeah, I love the taste of McDonald's, but at the end of the day, what I want is energy, health, wellness, longevity. Because I'm like Rob Lowe's character, Chris Traeger from Parks and Rec, one of my favorite shows. I'm going to live to be 150. Science is going to discover me, study me. And, and people, I hear this too. Well, Stephanie, you might get hit by a bus tomorrow. Yeah, I could. But I don't live my life like I could get hit by a bus or that something bad's going to happen. I live my life as though that ain't never going to happen. And I have the potential and the possibility to live my long, long, long life. I could joke with Laura and Brad, two of my best friends. Y'all heard me mention Laura. She's the one who nicknamed me SteFunny because I'm so funny. I joke with them that we're gonna die together, and this is the scenario I came up. We're gonna die together on a plane crash. The initial, flying someplace fabulous. And Laura's like, "What? What? Why can't we be coming back from vacation?" And the first time it was like, "We're 150 years old," and Brad's a few years older than us, so he's like 160, 165. And she's like, and then Brad comes up and he's like, "What?" He goes, "Stephanie says that we're gonna die. We're never getting on a plane with Stephanie." I'm like, "No, that's not the point. We're like 150 years old." Well, now I've upped it to like 250. So we're living at 250 years old. Brad's 265. Anyway, I'm a big honking silly goo, but I love myself and I love to spread me to the world. So I wanted to, this is the book. I showed y'all this earlier, The Empowered Mind. This is what started my journey to self-awareness, personal growth. And I've been addicted to this journey ever since 1996 when I bought this book. And it's funny because I have a couple places marked. One of the important parts is recognize inner power. Recognizing your inner power. Again, it's not about the choices. It's about what inner power you have that is creating your choice. When you recognize your inner power, you suddenly gain confidence and are motivated to go after and get what you want. What does that sound like, guys? Somebody on Facebook user saying, "Love it." I really appreciate everybody watching. This is so awesome. I hope y'all are having fun. And then I have other things on the next page. The power of her own will could change her circumstances. It doesn't matter where you are, what you're experiencing. All you have to do is like a fish flop out of water. Boom, have a transformation in your mindset. That's what I do with my clients. I'm working to help them transform their mindset that's got them hypnotized and brainwashed to what they're doing, the choices they're making that's keeping them stuck in a reality that they're not enjoying, that they're experiencing a lot less joy than they could, a lot less fulfillment than they could. And y'all, I got this mark too. I got to say, because y'all have heard me talk about Brad, you've heard me talk about Laura. So I was writing in this, years ago. Again, this is what started my journey. Assessing my energy needs, priority scale 0 to 5, situations where I need the more energy. I've got working out, creativity in my relationship, whatever relationship I was in. I think it was this guy, Brian. Work, friends, reading more. Y'all, I'm an avid reader. I mean, I've got books upon book. I love to read. And I love nonfiction because I'm always like learning. And y'all, you know what I got right here? So it's a 0 to 5. Getting rid of Brad. And I have a 10 by that. He was probably sitting right beside me when I was writing in this book. I just had to share that. He might not be watching, but I'm sure as hell going to share this with him. But no, seriously, guys, in the Empowered Mind, and I created a course myself. It's called Empower Your Mind, Empower Your Life. And it's me bringing forth the techniques and the tools that I have learned through being on this journey, because this isn't the only book on personal growth and self-awareness that I've read. It's not I've taken numerous courses, as I've explained, learned different modalities, and what else is possible? What else is possible? What all is possible? What more can I learn until I am no longer physically present on this particular earth? There is more that I can learn. There's more that I can bring forward. How much greater, what more access do I have to bring even more of a fullest expression of myself, to empower others, because the way I feel in my life. Is my life perfect? Absolutely freaking not. Do I experience bullshit after bullshit? Absolutely. But I have taught myself and learned the tools over the past 26 years of how to persevere and get to the other side and learn, if possible, the lesson. And do I still have like certain situations that keep, recreating? Have you ever seen the movie What the Bleep Do We Know? It's a documentary I highly recommend. Highly, highly. What the bleep do we know? And one of the first phrases that the narrator asks is, in an infinite world of possibilities, in an infinite sea of possibilities, why do we keep recreating the same realities? Why do we keep recreating the same relationships, getting the same jobs, being in the same situations, when someone simultaneously is right next to you experiencing a different reality? So again, that, subconscious limiting beliefs, what subconscious limiting beliefs could possibly be holding me back or blocking me from access to something where I can be, be and do greater? I'm always on this journey. I'm always on this journey. And guys, I'm so excited about this retreat. It's called Ultimate Quantum Retreat. There's a link to it within the description of this podcast episode. I will be posting it on Instagram. I couldn't do it on, Instagram, but I'm going to be there with a total of 13 speakers, Reiki masters, quantum healers. We have a psychic medium that's joining us. I had her on my podcast last week. You got to go check out the episode. Angela Hess. She was phenomenally, absolutely fabulous. I've been interviewing all of the speakers. We have people flying in from Nigeria, from Indonesia, from Canada, and all over the United States to be a speaker at this Ultimate Quantum Retreat. I've been interviewing all of them. All the interviews are on my YouTube channel. They're here on my Facebook page. It's going to be so incredible, y'all. Look, I mean, we could always look at what's going on in the world. Specifically right now, we've got a war going on. Specifically right now, we're getting over or through or persevering through COVID. Look at what we've been dealing with the past 2 to 3 years, 4 years. We've got, the political climate. There's so much that we can focus on and allow to drain us, allow to be a vampire, an energy vampire. Or you can make a choice to empower yourself and your life and others' lives. Come join us. Even if you're not able to make it to Tucson, Arizona, guys, we have a Zoom ticket. You're part of the whole retreat. All of it's going to be on Zoom. You won't be able to taste my food if you're not there, but you can but you can still get my cookbook. Y'all, my cookbook is on Amazon, DeFaRekinLicious. But it's going to be amazing. I was talking to Christina yesterday, who's organizing this incredible event, and we're just like, we're just so excited. And there she is, Tree of Life Reiki. What's up, girl? We're, just so excited to because none of us have met in person yet. That's one amazing thing that happened for me in 2020 was I became a part of this huge community of people who are like-minded, who are intentional with their lives, who are purposeful with their lives. And now, and several of us are getting together to co-host this retreat. I kept saying, to the universe, I say energy. That's my language. But I'm like, I want to host the summit. I want to host, a conference. I kept putting that out, I wasn't necessarily saying retreat, but I was like, with a group of like-minded and like-hearted, heart-centered individuals who have a passion for empowering others to be their best selves. I want to be, doing that with others. And y'all, this is hilarious. This is another hilarious story. So Christina, I'm obviously a part of groups, of these, like-minded and heart-centered individuals. And Christina posted this question. She says, who wants to go on a retreat? Who wants to do a retreat together? And I love doing the girl emoji with her hand up like this, the dark hair. And I put that emoji in the comment and I'm like, me, with a bunch of exclamation points. And, so that I thought that me and a group of these phenomenal people I'd been a part of in this group were going to go on a camping trip or go do a retreat together. Next thing I know, I completely forgot. I'd gotten a notification about a Zoom call, being invited to a Zoom call, retreat Zoom call, still not putting 2, 5, 7, and 9 together. And that Sunday, I was taking what is called a spiritual bath, meaning it's like bath salts and scents and like stones and, leaves that I've written, my goals and my dreams and my intentions on, all in this bath. And then I get this notification, the Zoom call. It's like, oh shit, that's right. I'm on the Zoom call. Freaking, obviously I'm not on the camera, guys, not on the camera. And I log on to this Zoom call. That's when I realize that I wasn't going on a camping trip. I wasn't doing a retreat. I was a speaker at this retreat. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, so I'm a speaker. And there's like all these phenomenal freaking people. We're all, I'm meeting them all, except for Christina, like face to face through the Zoom call. And it's just hilarious because I had the intention. This is what I want. This is what I want. And this is why I want it. It's not about what you want. It's about why. I love Simon Sinek says people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Anyway, so I have this big, huge why. All these people have this big, huge why we're coming together and why we're doing this retreat. And it's going to be incredible. If you can come, please come. It's going to be fun. You'll get to taste some of my food. And if you can't, but you still want to be a part, purchase a Zoom ticket. It's going to be awesome. You'll still get all the downloads, anything that any of the speakers have that they're sharing, you will receive, and you'll also have, you will also get a copy of the recorded, of the recording. So Christina says, what is the most favorite thing to cook? Holy cow, girl. My favorite flavor is Asian. Anything with sesame oil. I love Thai. I love pho. I love Vietnamese. I love Japanese. I love sushi. But I haven't never cooked sushi. But like, I did this spaghetti squash pad Thai recently, and it was out damn standing. And it was a recipe I concocted in my head based upon something that Tyler and I had at this restaurant. And it was so freaking delicious. I mean, and y'all, I'm just like, have y'all ever seen the movie What About Bob? With Bill Murray, Richard Dreyfuss. Bill Murray plays this, kind of, he's just like he's obsessed, and he's like OCD, like to the nth degree. Anyway, there's a scene where he's, having dinner with the family, and he's eating the food, and he's like, that's me. That's what I'm doing when I'm eating. I'm like, oh my God, this is delicious. So, what am I doing at the retreat? Christina, I have a couple of ideas. One of them is my Asian broccoli slaw salad. It is freaking amazing. It's so healthy. It's got fresh ginger and lots of fresh garlic and like red onions and roasted cashews and of course sesame oil. And it is freaking amazing. So that's one of the things I'm thinking about. So I probably won't be cooking something, but that you don't have to cook. But I'll have my table set up, and I'll have enough for everybody, and it's amazing. Just ask my girl Kimmy, who her and her friend, our friend Evelyn, were on I think it was my 6th episode I did out at Kimmy's farm, and again that episode is on my YouTube. That was back before I had real great editing capabilities. Now I've learned to edit my cooking show videos through Videorama and iMovie. I edit all my cooking show. And Christina says, yes, when you have an intention, you have to hold it. Absolutely. Meditate, focus, access to consciousness. Access to consciousness. That's how I describe that, which is when I am intentional about something I'm heartfelt, something I want, tied to my heartfelt and heart-centered why. Well, guys, this has been fun. And, but yeah, so get your ticket, Ultimate Quantum Retreat. We've got people flying in from all over the world to bring the energy to increase the vibration, to increase the joy, to increase the happiness and the abundance out in the world. And you can be a part of that. Come and join us. Come and join us. Let me think. Is there anything else that I forgot? I've told y'all some funny stories. I've showed y'all my cookbook. I'll show it to you again. It's on Amazon, DeFaRekinLicious. And, you know, this is how I started, guys. This is what started my journey to self empowerment, living with intention on purpose, and creating my damn life. Because I have the power, and so do you. All right, guys, y'all have a phenomenal day, and we'll talk soon. Later.